In today's video, we'll be talking about the fact that I unintentionally lied to everyone because I didn't have the information available to me. I couldn't make the information available to you, the viewer. This entire time, I've practically been doing all these meditation Zen videos to try to almost like tell you how spiritually strong you will be, or how spiritually strong that you need to be, and how much better it's going to make your life. And up until last night, I discovered just how much I was putting everyone at risk. Because last night, I watched some of the scariest videos that has ever came to people who have ever lit a circle of candles around them and decided to meditate. There are many different forms of meditation, and I never really spoke about the meditations, even though I wanted to speak about the banishment meditations. For those of you who don't know, a banishment is like there's something in your life and you want it gone. Whether it be feelings of attraction for someone, I mean, you can't help who you fall in love with, right? Isn't that what they say? Whether it be like some sort of, let's say that there's someone in your house, you want them gone because they're bringing you nothing but trouble, and you can't exactly tell them, hey, why don't you fuck off somewhere? Like I told you guys, there are people who come in my house. It's recently stopped. But there are people who come in my house at some 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and decide to stay until 9 or 12 o'clock the next day. And they'll just be laughing upstairs, having a good old time. Like, they're good buddies that they've known for years, but this is the first time that I'm seeing them, and I've been a part of my family's life all of my life, and that's kind of like, where do you meet these people, why do you stay up all night talking to them, but aside from any of that, those are my personal problems, and I do apologize venting to everyone. Aside from any of that, I've been putting people at astronomical levels of risk. But I don't know if anyone watching my videos on a consistent basis has ever went missing. I don't know if anyone who's ever watched my videos for long periods of time have ever seen some, I don't want to say the word, but I'm going to have to, seen some shape-shifting creature standing outside their window or outside their door, for that matter, or for that matter on their front porch, and you don't know the limitations of this thing's abilities. You don't know its powers, you don't know whether it can read your mind, you don't know whether it can walk through walls, you don't know what it is that it can and cannot do. What limitations does it have and not have is the point that I'm trying to get to, and these things have been followed, have been recorded throughout history following the Navajo Indian tribes. Not only in cave paintings, but also in recounted stories by people who've been hypnotized from their past lives. Past lives regression, we talked about that, right? These things have been around since the beginning of time, and they are called skinwalkers. And I just got a cold chill saying the name. What they do is they disguise themselves as someone that you love, someone that you know, someone and they can get you into a false sense of security, almost like that. They can almost disguise themselves as the person that you love and lay beside you in bed. But what are they doing? What does that? Did they get some sort of a sick kick? What is their intention? Do they suck your blood? What the? Are they a leech, a vampire? Are they looking for money? Are they looking for youth? Why do these things exist? That is my question. Whose sick, twisted idea was it to one day conjure a demon shape-shifting? It baffles me. Who or what in the hell? I want to know the origin story. I want to know why it's here. I want to know what I did wrong to conjure this into my life. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I've had it in my life. I'm not saying whether or not I've seen one, because I haven't, to my knowledge, and it hasn't, been outside my window. It hasn't, to me, no. But this is not about me. These meditations are about making everyone spiritually stronger. So I think maybe I should talk about banishment. This is a black candle. Black candles are used in candle magic. Yeah, I know. That's something else that I've never really touched on a little bit. There is so much to talk about. So I do apologize for bringing it up now rather than, later or earlier, to kind of give you an introduction to it. Sorry about that. Everything in this book, Everyday Magic, in case it's right side up or something. Motherfucker. Is my phone upside down? Everything in that book, Everyday Magic, is practically like teaching you how to rid your house, or how to bring certain things into your life using the laws of attraction, or rather the law of attraction. As I said before, a black candle is used for banishment, and I burn this a lot because I put my energy into banishing everything negative away from my life, including these damn people who used to but no longer do. Thank you, Black Candle, for coming into my house for so fucking long. What I mean to say is that you yourself would benefit greatly by doing banishment meditations. I, however, am not going to try to tell you how to do it. Just do your normal meditations that you usually would. If you have to burn a candle, practice color therapy. I know that we talked about color therapy. Well, it works with candles as well. What does that mean? Well, you basically just burn the candle, and as it's burning, you can just lay down and focus on the color of the candle. Focus on the candle itself. While you're focusing on this candle, what you want to do is you want to put all your energy into whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, or whatever it is that you're trying to get rid of. You want to make sure that whatever it is that your desires are comes to fruition. And you can do that by using your own aura, your own chakra, is what it's known in some animes, but also in like Fudo Japan, I think it is. It's like or it's a Chinese thing. It's either a Japanese or a Chinese thing. I know that it's big in Asian cultures, but chakra is thought to be a life, um, almost like a life energy that revolves around all of us, and how it's almost like your chakra is your very being. It glows with an energy source that charges your body, that pumps your heart, that electrocutes, that almost like drives your mind um, with different electrical pulses. Once your chakra gets to a certain level, however, your vibration, which we've talked about before too, your vibration starts to get to a certain frequency as well. The law of attraction knows what that is. It knows that your vibration is there and that the chakra as well is being sensed. And whatever it is that you're wanting to bring into your life, it gets brought in via the law of attractions. You bring about what you think about. But see, I didn't know that once your vibration gets to a certain point, once it gets to a certain level, and I'm shouting because I want this to be heard. Once it gets to a certain point or a certain level, apparently it becomes toxic. In order to get rid of the toxic vibration, however, you need to do banishment at least once or twice a week. If you're not banishing anything from your life, and your aura or your chakra, your vibration stays this big, it's this big frequency that these things seem to take a liking to. They seem to enjoy that. Like I said, imagine going to bed one day. When you wake up, there's a shapeshifter beside you and not your loved one. What did they do to whoever it is that you're sleeping beside? And what the hell do I have to do with this? What the hell do you have to do with this? You know, why is it that I'm being punished for trying to stay spiritually strong? How the hell do I rid my house, for that matter, my life, of this thing? They've caught it on footage. They've caught like 3 or 4 of them on footage. If you want to look those up. Those are immensely, like, fucking creepy. I unintentionally lied to everyone here. And I made them think that, meditation was this fix-all, fucking medicine that anybody can do. That you don't have to be any sort of religious. That this thing's not even a demon. It's not even a demon, so holy items will not help you. And not that I believe in the whole, angels and demons or any of that. I won't say nonsense, because some of it's not really nonsense, because angels and demons have been around for like a long time, and they're prolific throughout any sort of society, without heaven or hell. It's angels and demons that pretty much are always fighting. It's always a battle between good and evil. The yin and the yang. One can't live without the other, apparently, even though that sounds pretty, I'm sure, stupid, but it's yin and yang is kind of Chinese. That's once again something to do with the Chinese, I can't even think straight. Like culture, the Chinese culture, much like I just talked about the chakra being Chinese culture. Anyway, I just wanted to send this warning video out. And yes, I'm sending it out at the same time that I'm pumping out a workout video, because these two videos will be uploaded simultaneously. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I pray to God, if there's a God in the sky, I pray to the faith that I used to have as a little boy whenever I was a believer in God. Not that I'm not anymore. I'm just not as big into the whole anything I say I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. I'm not big religious fanatic because Christians seem to always they're some of the biggest hypocrites you'll ever meet in your entire life, you know? And I'm not trying to get into politics or religion or anything like that. So, just, I pray for you all, because I know that most of you do believe in a God. You know, I send my condolences if I'm sweating right now. My mouth is getting dry. I'm not even sure how to react to this, because the thought of me bringing something into someone's house, or for that matter, into someone's life, is just so fucking debilitating. So I do apologize. Just remember, please remember, do your banishment meditations at least once or twice a week. Make sure that these things, whatever they are, make sure to stay safe. Please follow me on Twitter at P1_Baybay. It's P1_BAYBAY at Mocha, MOKA_CPR. I have a Discord too, but I don't give that out because the last time that I did that, I didn't give it out on video, but the last time that I gave it, rather, I got into like a shit ton of trouble and people were like stalking me and stuff of that nature. It's a whole different debacle. It's somewhat of a story that I would rather just stay like between me and them, even though they were harassing me for like 4 days. Called me a pedophile. You know what? Just stay safe, everyone. And thank you for stopping by.